Pittsburgh Steelers trailing the Las Vegas Raiders 23-17. Raiders are in the driver's seat. Pittsburgh has one timeout remaining with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Already in field goal range for Daniel Carlson. And Peyton Barber stepping in for the injured Josh Jacobs. Inactive today with toe trouble and an ankle injury. Carries the ball for 3. Timeout called after the hit by Cameron Hayward. So we're down to a minute 56 to play. Pittsburgh is out of timeouts. .281 yards in the second half for the Raiders. Derek Carr has thrown for 382 overall, 2 touchdowns. Ben Roethlisberger, 284, a touchdown and an INT.
And as impressive as those numbers are, we're noticing their offensive numbers. This Raiders team on defense today, they've been pretty darn spectacular in a lot of ways.
Move!
I mean, the way they've kept them in front, pressure on Ben Roethlisberger, not cracking after some big plays. I give him a lot of credit.
2 tight ends in this formation. Another running play. Barber catapults himself.
And it goes
Joe
to Barber.
Schobert hits him down low. And we're down to a minute 43 and counting left in regulation.
They're down at 6.
3rd down and 6 here for the Raiders. They'll use as much clock as possible.
Hey, get set.
Barber has carried it 12 times, 31 yards. Kenyon Drake 7 carries for 9 yards. Drake also has 5 catches for 46 yards. Another handoff. That play is whistled dead, short of the 25.
And it goes to Barber.
So that's a 1-yard pickup for Barber. Derek Carr, 817 passing yards, first 2 games to start the season. The most by a Raiders QB in a 2-game span.
So next week when he returns home to Las Vegas, if they do close this one out, when he's introduced, has he met with MVP chance in week 3?
You like those early MVP chants?
No, but I just know the world. I mean, I know how it work, right?
Yeah, he might hear that.
We were in Buffalo last week, and when Josh Allen ran out, it was MVP.
They hadn't even started the first quarter of the first game.
Just a second. 30-second timeout.
All right, timeout call with 24 seconds left. Stay tuned. NFL Today update, time permitting. JB, Phil, Nate Boomer, Coach Carr, latest NFL scores and highlights coming up. NFL Today update. Obviously, if you're Pittsburgh, you're just hoping for a miss here, and you get the football back with 20 seconds left. A make, and this thing is basically done. TJ Watt forced out of this game with a groin injury. Both teams dealing with a bunch of injuries. Some already determined prior to the game, and then some that took place this afternoon here in Pittsburgh. This is a 45-yard attempt. Carlson has already made 3 today for Las Vegas. Carlson knocks it through. Las Vegas with a 26-17 lead in Pittsburgh. 20 seconds remaining. John Gruden, a smile. Derek Carr congratulating his offensive line. And Derek Carr has put together another highlight reel performance. For a moment there, we thought Carr might be done for the day, but they taped up that right foot. Started accelerating onto the field for the next set of downs and delivered on that bomb to Henry Ruggs III.
You know what I just thought of?
What's that?
Asked John Gruden one time about Henry Ruggs drafting him and what have you, and him learning route tree and all the other stuff. And John said, I didn't bring him here to run hitches.
He's a flyer.
He's looking at me like, what's wrong with you?
20 seconds left. Derek Carr, 382 yards. We asked John Gruden about Carr. He said, look, I give him a lot of credit. Whoever we put out there with him, he makes it work. He doesn't blink. I've told him, don't worry about the outside stuff, quarterback rankings, any of that. He said, you're our guy. You're a winner. Let's go win games.
And Derek Carr has taken his team to the playoffs once, but was unable to participate due to injury. He wants to take his team back to the playoffs and be the starting quarterback.
Meanwhile, for Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers, still a work in progress on offense. Had just enough last week against Buffalo. Got a lot of help from the defense and special teams. Today, the defense couldn't quite hold up against this Raiders O. And Roethlisberger, who came into the day 3 touchdowns away from 400 for his career, has won as he connected with Najee Harris for the score. But his team is down 9 points on the scoreboard with a matchup against the Cincinnati Bengals next week here at Heinz Field.
Hey, heavy time. No. Heavy time. Lenny.
Raiders safeties drift backwards, toss it underneath Deontay Johnson. Johnson trying to get out of bounds. He's ridden out of bounds. And the clock will continue to roll. He never quite got there, and Johnson is grabbing at his right leg on the play. And the clock finally stops with 5 seconds left. This happened along the Raiders sideline.
Remember, he hurt his knee last week in Buffalo and was able to come back and play and caught the game-winning touchdown pass.
Pittsburgh player under 2 minutes with the clock running. Therefore, a 10-second runoff is applicable. They're only 5 seconds in the game. The game is over.
That's it. The Raiders with an impressive start to the season. A Monday night win over Baltimore, and then they hit the road to defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers 26-17. The Raiders are 2-0 to open the season. Coming up next, second half of our doubleheader. A couple of big ones with Dallas and the Chargers, Tennessee and Seattle. For Charles Davis, Evan Washburn, Gene Steratore, the rest of our crew, Ian Eagle saying so long from the Steel City. We'll get you back to our New York studios and the NFL Today update right after this. Raiders win in Pittsburgh.